Hello, folks. Michael Wesley here, and I am going to start a new video series. I'm a technology teacher, software engineer. I teach middle school right now, which is wonderful. This series is going to be for K through 12 teachers, focusing more on the lower grades, and for the teachers who you don't know what to do. You're just getting started. You're not technical. You're liberal studies, fine arts, something like that. That's my goal, is to help you get going. If the intent of this series is, for example, I have Chromebooks. I teach technology. I love Windows and all that good stuff where I can do programming and stuff, but that's just not where we're at. You know, all the kids aren't there, and the districts don't have those, which is fine. Chromebooks are great for most needs. So, also if you have tablets. So Chromebooks and tablets are the goal. I'm going to show you a couple of options with our new challenges in distance learning. This is the summer of 2020. Matter of fact, it's Juneteenth today. Things are changing. So let's cover a couple things. Code.org is my go-to. I teach Code.org full-time in most of my classes. I could in all the classes, but I have one advanced class. Been teaching it for about 7-8 years, but actually this summer I'll be taking my first class in it, formally, but I'm very familiar with it. It changes and it will change. With this distance learning, there's a lot of collaboration that goes on, so hypothetically, if you guys don't go back to school, you know, I suspect there's going to be some changes to how some of the collaboration modules and stuff go. We'll talk about that. Code.org is your go-to. Hour of Code, things of that nature, and we'll talk about that. I use Google Classroom extensively. Google Classroom is not the prettiest of the applications, but it integrates well. I can schedule assignments in Google Classroom. It's very easy to do that. I put all my assignments, I put my materials, so if I need to give them some information that's not an assignment, I group it like that. I may show that in another video. I group things actually by category. My categories are quite often dates now. I've discovered that, you know, if I have 2 weeks that I'll be working on a part of a unit or something, I actually make my category, you know, this week, you know, from June 1st to June 14th or something, and everything's just in there. I used to categorize everything by unit, and it was overwhelming for the kids. That's another story for another video. Code.org. This is your hour of code, and it has lessons actually from pre-reader, which is wonderful, all the way through AP Computer Science. And I'll break that down to you at the end, and I'm going to make a series of videos and release them weekly, but we're going to focus on that. Khan Academy. Khan Academy is also wonderful. Under courses, you got all this stuff. So you can actually assign various things, again, free and integration and stuff like that. So I use careers. I'm a vocational education teacher, so when we shut down school on March 13th, I spun into careers from technology, actually, and I had my kids watch some of these videos, answer some questions. Khan Academy is wonderful. Canva. As a computer science teacher and actually a software engineer, I'm a little bit of a different mindset. The kids who want to code, who have that ability, they're going to bubble up. They're going to go into that thing. Most of the kids are not necessarily into it. A lot of our classes, I've been in a lot of meetings lately, a lot of the kids want classes in multimedia. You know, Canva is amazing. I actually personally am paying for this now. I just discovered it a couple months ago from our librarian. And Canva is wonderful. This is like what the high schools are introducing, and then in 9th grade, and then they're taking it further. You can make posters, banners. It has fonts. You can do as much as you want with it, as easy as you want with it, and the kids love it. So one of the things that really that I think is cool is some of the students. Apparently, one of the students makes a regular Polynesian high school student magazine in the school district using Canva. And yeah, it's got all these really cool things. Cover that in a different video. Flipgrid. Flipgrid is something new. Now, I don't use Flipgrid. I'm extremely left-brained, but I will tell you, the right-brain teachers love Flipgrid. I'm sorry to discriminate. It's an amazing tool. The students love it. They can make little videos. You can assign things. It's not Google Classroom, but it can be used like Google Classroom to present assignments and allow feedback. So when the students are at home, or you have them doing the homework, they can actually answer the questions with a video, make it more fun. Flipgrid is an amazing, amazing, beautiful tool. I'm not getting paid for any of this stuff. I'm just sharing with you, trying to, get you a few things. So, there's Flipgrid. Typing.com. That kids need to learn to type. So I have all of my kids, and they just hate Mr. Wesley for this. It's like I give them a couple weeks of typing at the beginning of the semester. This is great. Again, I love these things. Have teacher dashboards, and that's important for me, so I know where they're at. So on the teacher dashboard, let's see what I can do. My classes, you can configure, like I have a bunch of classes here. Now what happens is with the free version, after about 30 or 90 days, I forget, it deletes the data. So unless you have a paid version, but you can get your kids through a whole lot of typing in X number of days and get their fingers in the right place, understand the keyboard. Don't assume your kids know where to put their fingers, because they really don't. Most elementary schools are not teaching this, and you can use this elementary, middle school, high school. There are reports. Again, there's integration with Google Classroom, which is wonderful for me. And then when your kids are done, elementary school through middle school, definitely Nitro Type. Nitro Type, they love it because it gives them a video game-ish, and it's typing. So the faster they type, the faster their car goes. They're able to manipulate their car and buy cars and do some things like this. I mean, without money, you win, or you play so much and you get some currency or something like that. So Nitro Type is wonderful. Now the bad thing about Nitro Type is it doesn't break Chromebooks, but you'll see the kids, the boys, kind of banging on the keys a little bit. So I'm going to end this video here and say thank you, and I'm going to start on another video that I'll post almost simultaneously that covers, I'm going to go do the high level of code.org and explain K through, or pre-reader through 12th grade, where you start your selections. Thank you.